Hey, this is Brandon from Tough Enough Movement. I just want to thank everybody for watching and listening to the podcast so far. I've been getting some amazing, great feedback, so thanks for all that. So I'm going to try something a little different. I've got about 2 weeks until I air another episode. I've got 3 more guests lined up, but I won't be releasing one for another 2 weeks probably. So I was thinking about doing little mini episodes here and there. And today's is just going to be about a parable. And so this specific one, it's been told many ways. I've heard it in a lot of books and I've read it places, and it's always got different storylines and different context to it, but the main idea is always the same. In this one, an 18-year-old kid's graduating, he's getting ready to go to college, and his dad decides he wants to teach him a lesson about self-worth. So he goes into his safe, pulls out an old watch. He gives it to his son. He says, "Son, I want you to take this to the baker and ask him how much he'll give you for it." Son takes the watch down to the baker. The baker looks at it. He's like, "It's an old beat-up watch. Like, I'll give you $5 for it." So he goes home to his dad, tells his dad, "He offered me $5. He's like, "Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and take it down to the pawn shop? See how much the pawn shop will offer you." Takes it down there. Pawn shop looks at it. He's like, "Well, it's old and kind of banged up, but it seems to be good quality. I'll give you $50 for it." Takes it back to his dad. His dad's like, "Okay, well, now take it to the jeweler and ask the jeweler how much he'll give you for it." Son's kind of confused, gives him a weird look, but he's like, "All right." Takes the watch down to the jeweler. Jeweler looks at it. He goes, "This is a pretty high quality watch. It's an older one. And I think it's worth a decent amount of money." He goes, "I can clean it up a little bit. I'll give you $5,000 for it." Kid kind of gets a surprised look on his face and goes to his dad. He's like, "Dad, the jeweler offered me $5,000. And he's like, "Okay, well, take it to an antique dealer." So the son takes it to an antique dealer. The antique dealer looks at it, looks at the brand, starts looking at everything, the mechanics in it and everything like that. He goes, "This is a very rare watch. They didn't make many of these and they are high quality." He goes, "Even though it needs a little cleaning up, I can give you $50,000 for this watch." And the kid is just blown away. Goes to his dad just excited. He's like, they told me $50,000. And his dad looks at him and he goes, "You see, son, the worth is different in everybody's eyes. And this watch is a lot like people. Some people don't recognize the worth of other people. Make sure people know your worth," right? And I feel like that's just a great story, and it's got the point that it makes is amazing. And I think as you grow and get older and everything, and even when you're younger, you need to realize that you got to surround yourself with people who recognize your worth and appreciate it, and just know the good qualities you have and what you are capable of. And I want people to start trying to do that more. Also, I think people should start looking for other people's self-worth better. Everybody's got good qualities, and if they're treated poorly or looked down on, they're going to have a lower self-esteem about themselves. If you're looking at the good in people and what they're actually capable of, it's going to make things so much better. So I just feel like this is a good time to tell everybody that you're worth something, and to make sure everybody knows how much you care about them. So I'd like to tell everybody Merry Christmas and have a happy holidays, and thanks for coming in.